This week we celebrated Baomer. Baomer celebrates the legacy of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, one of the great Tanaim rabbis of the Mishnaic period. He lived about 1900 years ago. In the story, Rabbi Shimon was accused by the Romans of being seditious and being anti-Roman, and a decree of death was placed upon his head. Rabbi Shimon and his son ran away and hid in a forest and found a cave. In the cave, they studied the mystical teachings of the Torah, which ultimately became known as the Zohar. For 12 years, Rabbi Shimon and his son were hidden away, living in the beautiful nature as they studied the depths of Torah, divorced from people. After 12 years, a voice comes past the cave and says, the decree against Rabbi Shimon has been lifted. You can come out now. So Rabbi Shimon and his son leave the cave. Having been spending 12 years together, they are so immersed in spirituality that they cannot tolerate to see people wasting their time in mundane activities. And thus, they look at people and curse them. A voice comes from heaven and says, Rabbi Shimon, get back in the cave. I did not put you into a cave to destroy my world. And for another 12 months, Rabbi Shimon and his son remain hidden in the cave in Meron. Rabbi Shimon comes out of the cave and he sees a man carrying 2 sticks. And he says to them, what are these sticks? He says, they are hadassim, they are willow sticks. What are they used for? Well, so hadassim, myrtle sticks. They are used to celebrate Shabbat. One to celebrate Zachor, remembering the Shabbat, and one for Shamor, to observe and remember the laws of Shabbat. Rabbi Shimon turns to his son Elazar and says, look how beautiful. People are doing mitzvot. Not everyone is going to be on the same spiritual level as you and I, but certainly they are on their level and are able to serve God in their way. In the same way as Rabbi Shimon and his son were forced into hiding, we too have been forced into separation and isolation. And as these laws are being relaxed and we are being allowed back into society, we have to remember this very important story of Rabbi Shimon and his son, because we forget while we are locked away that there are other people and we have to treat them with respect. I recently saw a story about an ice cream shop, the parlor that opened in the States and was forced to close because the people coming in were abusive to the other customers and to the staff. That's just not on. So as we leave isolation and start the slow journey back to normality, remember the story of Rabbi Shimon, that just because you're on a certain level doesn't mean everyone else is on that same level, and always learn to treat people with great respect.